All right, guys, so here's our video about addition of fractions. We're right in dismissal here, so you're right, you might hear Mrs. Shaw on the announcements. Okay, so when I'm looking at an addition of fractions problem, the first thing I want to check to see is if the denominators are the same. And I can see right now that the denominators are not the same. So I'm going to have to make some equivalent fractions to get those denominators to be the same thing. All right, so I'm going to think fourths and eighths. Well, what can I get them both to be? Well, I think I can get them both to be eighths because eighths are already eighths, and fourths I can do some multiplication. So let's figure out what. All right, so 4 times what will bop me up to 8? All right, well, 4 times 2 will get me up to 8, and if I multiply the denominator by 8, I must multiply the numerator by, or if I multiply the denominator by 2, I must multiply the numerator by 2. So 4 times 2 is 8, so 3 times 2 is 6. Now for 7/8, I don't have to change that, it just stays 7/8. Okay, well now I can just pull down my whole number and add across. Or I can just add. Okay, so my whole number is 3. And here's the announcements.
And 48, bus 48, you are now dismissed.
My whole number is just 3. Now I'm going to add my fraction part, which is 13/8. Well, 13/8 is an improper fraction. So if I look at this, it tells me I need 8 people to make a team, and I have 13 people. Well, that means I can make one more team. Well, I already had 3 wholes, and I'm going to make one more, so that brings me up to 4. Okay, well, I had 13 people. I used up 8 of them to make a team, so that means that 5 people are left, 5/8. So I finish up with my answer of 4 and 5/8.